What is your crypto question? Okay, so let me start. Any question for me? The challenge is that when I start, you don't ask it. When I'm finishing the meeting, you ask me many questions. Me, when it reaches 9 minutes past 11, I will close. When I'm starting, you don't have questions. When I'm finishing, the questions are many. 1 hour. 1 hour. When I'm starting, you don't have questions. When I'm finishing, you start typing 100 questions. 1 hour. Me, I will not accept that. 1 hour. When I'm not starting, when I'm here, you have no questions. I finish, I'm ending the Zoom, you are typing. And then you say, I'm not answering your questions. Apana. Is it possible not to have the altcoin season? It's not. The people who are on TikTok and YouTube saying that this year we may not have an altcoin season, they're not right. They just don't understand the dynamics of the crypto market space. But the only difference is that this time around, there is circulation of liquidity. Let me switch on my camera. This time around, there is liquidity circulation. When I talk about liquidity circulation, I basically mean that there is a lot of money that is not concentrative, okay? There is a lot of money that is flying in the space in so many cryptocurrencies that have been created in this generation. So the coins are so many that you cannot be able to tell which one will work best and which one will not work best. That's why I recently made a statement and I said that the focus should be on major chains. For example, I focus on Solana because I know when meme coins related to Solana go high, Solana will rise. And if you have done futures with my brother Emmanuel, I believe this next week I will speak to him. You can hold coins on your future and give them a 3x. Meaning if you go and give a 3x on Solana, as long as you do not get a liquidation price, you can stay on a long term on Solana in your future account and be able to enjoy a 10x, yet you have set a 3x because there are so many coins. But the altcoin season is inevitable. As long as retailers are in the market, they will be able to move their money from Bitcoin to other coins, and it will come, altcoin season. But which coin will go high, which coin will not go high, nobody can give a guarantee because there are so many coins that are available in the market. We are seated to over 16.4 million coins that are in the market, which really causes markets to be a little bit unpredictable, which coin will do best and which one not to do best. That's why I stick to trading as my major goal. I stick to trading and making good entry opportunities. Let me go to next. When is the real bull run? I have waited for so long. We are in the bull run. Okay. I don't know what you understand with the bull run, but we are in the bull run. We are in the bull run. The bull run is characterized by a few factors that you need to just get clue about. Number one, the bull run is characterized with the market forming a must happen of a new all-time high. And when we check on Bitcoin, the last highest price of Bitcoin was 69,000 in the cycle of 2020, 2021. In the cycle of 2024, 2025, we find out that Bitcoin has surpassed its $69,000 to a new high of $100,000 plus. What I think we have not yet had is the altcoin season, where we find that 75% of the coins, of the top 100 coins by market capitalization, outperform Bitcoin. I think that's the only thing we have not yet had. But basically, I personally expect that, for markets to do well, there must be liquidity. Okay? There must be liquidity. There must be money flowing in the market. And to my simple knowledge, the money to zone is already done. I may not go in details about that, but I believe that if the M2 is done, I believe by around July, August, September, October, you'll be seeing coins doing amazingly very well, because retailers will have come into the market and they'll be shifting. This so far is moved into what we see happening with Ethereum. As we speak right now, in percentage performance, Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin. Ethereum is an alta coin. It's not Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. The rest are alta coins. So we find that Ethereum has shown the power of surpassing Bitcoin by percentage performance. And we see Ethereum is between $2,600 to $2,700 because of factors that, since retailers are starting to come into the market, which we need, is that we see that they are now shifting their profits from Bitcoin to these other cryptocurrencies, which with time will also be moved into other alta coins. Next question. I would like to know the best settings for $300. I am not a person who does that so much. What we'll do, go download ChatGPT. Go and download ChatGPT, and I'll give you a prompt, because asking the right question is the only way that will give you the right answer. So I'll give you a prompt, and this prompt will help you edit it a little bit and be able to get the right answer. So let me get you the prompt. Let me get you the prompt. It's this one. Let me get you the prompt. So I'm going to get you a prompt. So what you're going to do, you're going to use this prompt and then ask. Let me just type for you in the chat. The person who asked, here is the prompt in the chat. Here is the prompt. So, you is asking good coins, do that. You who is asking for strategy, okay, you have discovered a good trading strategy. A good trading strategy. Strategy for $300. So when you ask it and it tells you it has understood its role, then ask it to give it to you. All right. So you who was asking about that, I hope I have answered it. Please, when you join this meeting, don't switch on your microphone. Okay? Don't switch on your microphone. Okay? So I've answered that one who had, what can I do to reduce on the amount of floating loss I have? Floating loss is a very good opportunity. Basically, you just need to understand what floating loss is. Let me layer it out in a simple understanding, in a layman's understanding, so that you could understand what floating loss is. So let me define floating loss in just a few words, and I'll just give an example. Let me share my screen, and I'll just give an example. Because I've had so many people who have floating loss as an issue, yet it is not. So let me just get to my royal key. For example, to me, floating loss is business, but it depends on how you see floating loss, all right? But Okay, let's dig deep. Let me say, if you enter coin and you have used the martingale strategy bot and it buys the first, the second, the third, and the fourth, if the robot does not sell these 4, then it means that you have power to open up more margin calls. And the more you open up more margin calls, your robot can keep buying and selling these ones as it gives you profit as you wait for these 4 that were not sold at once. That's how you benefit from floating loss, having more margin calls. So if you have issues, if you are here and you have issues with floating loss, the same prompt, just work on your setting strategy. And how do you work your setting strategy? Simple. I've given you a prompt in the chat. Copy the same prompt, ask your robot to give you a simple setting strategy that will help you keep profiting as you wait. Next, please more light on MACD indicators. Be specific. Be specific. If you are here and you don't know how to use MACD, since it's a long journey, I'll just send you a video in the chat. I'll send you a video in the chat unless you are specific to what is confusing you. So if you have issues with MACD, unless you are specific to what is confusing you, but as a general indicator, I'll reply you with a video. Go watch this video. In that video, I took time, explained the indicator and how you use it. Best strategy for $300, I have answered you. When shall I become a crypto holder? It's up to you. You can even start now. Holding is just buying and keeping. So if you have identified certain cryptocurrencies that you feel you want to buy and keep, then just buy them either on an exchange or either on a wallet and keep. Even you can buy on your Royal Queue and pause them. Do reducing margin calls make a coin sell faster? What do you mean? If you add 10 and you reduce them to 5, selling of the coin faster depends on the market momentum of that particular coin. It does not depend on margin calls. What is the minimum distributed and take profit allocation? Minimum is, I think, is 1.1, but you can even have more. Leader, when I put in a symbol of the coin on my Royal Queue, it does not appear. If I tap on all coins given, so what can I do? Okay. You are not adding your coins in the chart. You are just not adding your coins on the chart. So just come to your Royal Queue. Every day Royal Queue adds new coins in the chart. Okay. Every day Royal Queue adds new coins in the chart. And you can tap on this plus sign. Then you tap on spot. Coins appear. Tick all. If it's not ticking, then it means basically if it's not ticking, then it means you have already added. Tick on all, tap add, all coins will appear. I hope I've answered you. So you need to just come on the plus sign on management, tap on the plus sign, tap on spot, tick all, then add. I hope for you I have answered you. Next. Next, where is the next question? What is the meaning of distributed and take profit allocation? It is simple. It means that whatever your robot buys from the 5th margin call and below, each margin call can have its own take profit. Okay, can causing coins that have been on floating loss for 6 weeks advisable? Pausing a coin means that you don't want your robot to buy more or to sell it when it gets in profit. So it's up to you. Pausing a coin, it means that you are pausing, you are stopping the robot to add in more margin calls or to sell the coin. So if you want to pause it, what is your goal? I personally pause coins if they have floated, because if I had put a profit of 2%, I want something like 100%. So I pause the coin. Once it will get in profit, I'll just leave it to give me more than what I wanted before. Okay, next. So we can use any strategy as we are in the bull run, depending on the market movement. I've talked about the bull run, but I've told you we are not in the altcoin season. So if you are puzzled with setting up your robot, I've given you a prompt, okay? I've given you a prompt that can help you ask ChatGPT to help you with coming up with your setting. You can even go specific and say, AI, I'm an aggressive trader. It will give you an aggressive approach. All right. Or you can also use the default settings in your royalty robot. How can I hold a token for a long period, like 4 years? You need to open up a wallet. Okay. You need to open up a wallet. All right. You need to open up a wallet in any wallet. It could be a MetaMask. It depends on which coin you want to buy and why. Okay. Buying a coin should have reasons. Why are you buying this coin? Okay, why do you want to participate in this coin? Okay, so you need to have done your fundamentals very well as to why you want to buy this coin. For example, if you want to buy and keep Bitcoin, then you need a Bitcoin wallet. So you need a Bitcoin wallet. There are so many wallets on the market that accept Bitcoin that you can deposit your Bitcoin and have it there for a very long period of what? Of time. Or you can even buy and keep in your exchange. Does margin call off mean no fuel? No. If margin calls are off, check in your exchange. Do you have USDT or USDC? Because what makes margin calls go off is that your robot wanted to buy more, but it cannot access USDT. What shall we consider to hold a coin? That's a very long class. I cannot discuss it here. That's a very long class. Let's see if all goes well in the evening. That's when I should dig deep into that. It's a very long class. You need to have personal reasons as why you want to hold that coin. Is it a short-term goal? Is it a mid-term goal? Is it a long-term goal? Why are you buying to keep? Okay? Why are you buying to keep? If it's a short-term goal, then you find that you need to keep your money on an exchange. You want to keep your money on an exchange because once it rises, you want to sell it out. If it's a long-term goal, you need to either keep your money on a hard wallet. Okay, you need to keep your money on a hard wallet because if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. But that's a long-term class that I may not be able to go into deep right here. So let's try and see evening, Friday, if I could be able to look into that. Okay. Leader, talk about key points when dealing with team building. If you want to build a team, number one, you need to take a decision. Building a team is not easy. I have had so many people talk about team building. Building a team is not easy. Building a team, it starts with decision. You need to decide. And when I talk about decision, many people have decided that they want to build teams, but they are not consistent. Team building is not for weak people. You need to decide that you want to build a community. Sorry, guys, just a minute. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. It was a call. Let me just go into... Can I hold a coin on Binance? Yes, you can. As long as you have determined your goals very well. I think in the evening, when I am talking about coin market cap, I believe I'll come and discuss some of those three things. But you must be very clear with your goal. Okay, you must have done your own research, but I'll give you key points you can consider. But let me get back to people with the strategies. I've given you a prompt. You can use this prompt to help you come up with any strategic settings for your capital. Okay, any strategic settings for your capital. There you go. So I was talking about team building. Number one, decide. Decide that you are willing to pay the price. Team building is all about paying the price. And how do you pay the price? Number one, be willing to speak to as many people as possible. Number two, be willing to provide time to the people that you are introducing in the business to understand what you are doing. If you can handle those two basic things, then you can do team building. But if you are not willing to decide, because team building is paying a price. You need to be waking up very early. You need to be sleeping very late. It's not easy. Okay? And if you are married and you want to build a team, sit your family down. I remember when I got serious in Royal Q, but me when I got started in Royal Q, I was single. I was not married. Okay? Me when I started Royal Q, I was single. I had no reasons to marry because I was broke. You know, a broke person can, if you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others. So me, I was single. But even when I got married, I had to sit my wife down and I tell her, look, I sat my wife and I told her to write a list. And this is just my secret, to write a list of the things she wants to achieve in her life. The things she says that if she achieves these things in her life, she's going to be successful. Okay. I had also to sit down and write down things that I wanted to achieve in my life. That if I achieve those things, I would say I would say that I would be successful. Having written down things I want to achieve and things she want to achieve, I went on point number 3. On these two things, yours and mine, what are our goals as a family? So we also had to sit down and write our family goals. So having both in touch, our family goals and our personal goals, then it was very easy for each of us to decide. So it was easy now that now look here, to achieve these goals, I'm going to be sleeping late. I'm going to be waking up very early. And we had to agree. Okay? And the goal is to make sure that everybody achieves their goals. We are not at par with all our lists, but we are 75% on the list. So my wife will not quarrel when I move from home and I go to Kenya. She will not get annoyed when I move from home and I go to Kampala. She will not get annoyed when I sit in my office for long hours. Why? Because at the start of the journey, she's clear about what I'm going to do. So number one, decide. If you are married, sit your partner down. Don't take this light, because if they create a non-conducive environment for you, you will not succeed in the business. So you must create a conducive environment. Number two, you must be aggressive. Aggressive when talking about the business. Many people, when they talk about the business, when you are aggressive, you don't care who says yes, who says no. It's none of your business. It's none of my business if I share with you Royal Q and you say no. You just don't understand what I'm talking about. And it's okay. It's just a matter of time. Okay? I don't get annoyed because it's just a matter of time. Because I know with time, things will get better. Guys, I have a short meeting with a guy from one of the bishop's office here in Masaka, and he has driven his expensive car. He's already here. So let me call Leader Jerina to take over. as answering your questions, and I'll take 5 minutes with him, short meeting. Then I join through. Thank you. Leader Jerina, please take over.
Thank you, leaders. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I don't know where Leader Julius stopped, but let me start from this very one. William, let me start with William. William says, can I take 2%? Just a minute. Can I 2% for distributed take profit allocation? Distributed take profit allocation, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can take a 1.3, you can take a 2%, it is still okay. If he says, I have not been getting my morning sessions, I don't know that. Help me choose the correct strategy for $200. That has been answered. Kananura says, when you buy a coin, it should take how long? When you buy a coin, it should take how long? Let me hope and think this is to do with the trading, that when you buy a coin, how long should it take to come out? Now, a trade can take 15 minutes, it can take an hour, it can take 2 hours, it can take 4 hours, or even a day. It depends on you. It depends on you. Are you, first of all, one, are you coming into the trading with an intention of being a day trader, or are you setting a trade that you need to, that will go for maybe a whole week? It depends on you. But again, it depends on the market. Why do I say it depends on the market? We don't control the markets. When you put in a trade, you don't control the market. But remember, when, for example, you put in a 1.3%, that you'll get out of the market quickly. Of course, the 3%, it will take more time. A bigger percentage will take more time to that. Then I need a 3%, 300 strategy. Bullish already, Leader Kavanda has given us a text that you can be able to put in your chat GBT, and you'll be able to get a good strategy depending on the capital that you want. If you want a 300 strategy, just edit the text that he gave, and it will give you a very good strategy for that capital. What other question do I see here? Help me choose the correct strategy for $200. Karen, the same thing. Use the text, and you'll be able to get yourself a good strategy. $2,000 capital. How many coins should one trade? We are always advised to trade. You have $100, trade 1 coin. $200, trade 1 coin. $300, trade 1 coin. $400, 500, trade 1 coin. But always remember to take a certain percentage for the trade and leave capital to help you in case the market goes against you. In other words, if you have a 2,000 on Binance, do not trade with all the 2,000. First, divide your capital. You can say maybe you'll put 1,000 aside in case the market goes against you, and you concentrate on using 1,000. You assume you have $1,000, and that is what you're going to use. But the 1,000 is kept to help you in case the market went against you. Sophia, let me hope, Sophia, I have answered your question. And Karen, an Infi and William, unless there is. If it is not well answered, you can open your mic and let us know. Again, Kananura comes in. I am new in trade and I want to learn how to trade because signals pass on me because of that problem. Okay. Kananura, you are new into this market and you have not known, I believe with this question, it is like you have not known how to set a trade. And when a signal is sent in the community, you cannot be able to quickly get into the market. And I'm sure when you get in late, that again sends you over to floating loss. What you need to do, Kananura, is you have to come and attend the strategy setting Zoom calls, which happen every single day at 10 a.m. There's a timetable. You can access it in your group, and it will show you the signal setting Zoom calls. But normally, especially it is at 10 a.m., there's a leader that comes in to train that. That is number one. Number two, Kananura, you can also visit the Crypto Ambassadors channel, the Crypto Ambassadors channel. You will be able to get videos of different leaders training on how to be able to set a strategy. You can do that in your own free time. Get two gadgets, put one on YouTube. As you listen, you can also practice on that. It will help you to learn how to get into the market on time so that you avoid a floating loss. The other question is from Bullish. Kananura, please let me know if I've answered you well. If not, you can write or you can open your mic and let us know how to help you. I'll move to the next question. Am I loud and clear? I see everyone is quiet. Am I loud and clear? Can someone let me know in the chat? I could be talking to myself. Okay, I'm loud and clear. I'm loud and clear. Thank you. Let's go to the next question. That is Bullish. Bullish says, why that if you set $200 strategy, if the market come against you, why that the position USDT is more than you set? That is, position USDT amount will increase more than $200, and I said $200. Bullish, you're not clear. Your question is really not clear. Maybe if you can put up your hand, I'll be able to open for you and you ask your question well, or try to rewrite it. I cannot clearly get that. Okay, Kananura says, thank you, madam. I will contact the ambassadors for help. Thanks for recommendation. You're welcome. You are welcome. Bullish, again, either write your question and write a full word. I don't understand the D and U, and please write a full word or put up your hand. Okay. And I will be able to.
Gidajerina, can I help you?
Thank you. Thank you, my leader.
Let me help you on that question only. Now, ladies and gentlemen, although we are using the robot to buy, just a few things to get clear. When the robot buys, it is buying from someone and it is selling to someone. Does that make sense? For example, if you say, robot, buy me this coin with $200. If the robot tries to go in the exchange and is not seeing someone who's buying with $200, and there is someone who's buying with 201, it will put in 201. is my message home. But it will not put 250. It will just go to the nearby figure. It will not put 300. Does that make sense? Give me one in the chat if it makes sense. It will not put 500. If you put 200 and the buyer or the seller is for 201 or 202 maximum, that's what it will do. It will not put 500. Back to you, Leader Jerina. Because I know these questions here you can answer.
Okay. Thank you, Leader. We go to Sophie's question. She says, is changing margin call either increasing margin calls or reducing margin calls when a trade is running good or bad? Sophie, you can play around with your margin calls anytime. But of course, when you set it, it is good to let it run. But if maybe you realize that, let's say, the market is dropping so fast, and you had put small margin call drops like 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, you can go and change it and increase it so that not a lot of your capital goes to the market so quickly. Like, it takes some time. So I don't think it is bad for you to either increase or reduce your margin calls as the trade is running. Then Bossa William says, I have $600, but it is in 4 coins and is in floating loss. What can I do? Bossa, like we said at the beginning, like our leader is always advising that when you have $100, please trade 1 coin at a time. You have 200, you have 500, even 600. You can decide to trade 1 coin at a time by dividing your capital, leaving some capital aside, just in case the market went against you. Or you could use small amounts, but 4 coins is too much for $600. If you really need to do this well, 4 coins is really too much. Okay, maybe you can go for 2 coins, but the best would be 1 coin, some capital aside, just in case the market went against you. And if the coin goes through, well and good, you go and trade another. If it doesn't, you use the capital that you have placed aside to come and help you to buy more margin calls so that you can bring closer the average price to the current price. And then when the coin or the market increases to that percentage that you have set, it will sell and get out of the market quickly. Bossa, let me hope I have answered your question as well. Please give me feedback. Unless there are any more questions. Unless there are any more questions, I don't see any. If I haven't answered your question, that means it was before, and you can rewrite it back here. Okay, Bullish has sent the question again. Bullish has sent the question again. He says, I said if you set $200 strategy and the market is dropping, why that position amount USDT of the 200 will increase to 230, and I set 200 account. So if I get only 200 in my account, what will happen to my account? Still, I don't get this question. If Leader Kavanda is there, he will help me. If the market is dropping and you have set your account at $200, I don't see it going to 230 unless the coin has sold and you have gotten a profit. But I don't see it going to 230, and yet you have set a strategy of, it's really not clear and a bit new to me. I will move on to Rose. When Leader Kavanda is through, he will help me out on that.
No, even me, I can't manage my reader. The question is hard. Because if you have $200 in your account, the robot cannot put 230. Where will it get the $30? Yet in your account, you have only 200. Nancy, my brother, there is nowhere. My sister, you can't put 200. You have a strategy of 200 and you have $200 in your account. And the robot puts 230. From where? Back to Leader Jerino.
Okay. We go to Rose. Rose says, I'm just new and I placed a trade with $30. I made some profits, but I realized that my money reduced to $29. Why is that so? Or how is that possible? Now, Rose, I believe, yes, you placed a trade of $30 and you made a profit, but you realized your money reduced to 29. Rose, remember we are in a live market. Whenever the market is going up and down, there's some little maybe reduction going down and going up. So I believe it could be because of that. But whenever the coins go, whenever there is the coins go up, your money, you'll slightly find it more, especially if you're checking in Binance. You'll find it a little bit more. And when it goes down, you'll find it a little bit low. But again, in Royal Q, sometimes the trade could go through, but still you don't see your money. Or sometimes the bot could buy and you still see the amount is still the same below. There is a refresh button. There is a refresh button. You can try to refresh and you'll see the correct amount of money. That is in Royal Q. But with Binance, when the market goes up or down, you'll see that difference sometimes. And I think this is like less than $1 or $1 according to you, with 30 and 29. Evans Zariho, I'm asking about these signals we get. Why is it that sometimes when you enter it, it goes in floating loss badly, yet they have done the technical analysis so what does cause that? What causes that to dropping down like that much, yet you enter it like you know it's a sure deal to success? Now, Evans, number one, I think most signals that our leaders send, most times they put a note below there and say, for this signal, do not trade after 5 minutes. So it could be that you come and trade that signal after 5 minutes, sometimes after maybe 10, after, you see, whenever you get a signal, first look at the time the signal was shared. Let's say the signal was shared at exactly 10:53 in the community, in the channel, and you come and to trade the signal when it is 11, that is 7 minutes past the trade. And that could send you into floating loss. That could send you into floating loss. Number one. Number two, you need to check all the other things that, apart from the time, that help you to get into that signal. But for the timing, If you come in late when the signal has passed the time it has been given, it could send you to floating loss. Monica says, even if you have $1 million, if your strategy is for 200, that is it. Okay, that was a compliment. Yes, have I answered your questions? Is there anything else? It looks like the questions are done and there is no one putting up their hand. Can I see some reaction in the chat? Were those questions answered well? Is there something else you need to be, that needs to be clear? Were the questions, can I see some reactions? Do I have some people, or we have no people on the call? Do we have any people on the call? Or do we have any more questions to be answered? I see a hand here. This is for crypto ambassadors. Bossa, crypto ambassador, leader, Kawanda, the hand is by mistake.
No, it has been up for long. Let me lower it up.
Okay. Bossa William says, why I'm not seeing some of my coin in Binance? Why am I not seeing some of my coins in Binance? Why are you not seeing your coins in Binance? They should be there. They should be there. You need to check well which is in trade. Okay. Your coins that are in trade are not being shown in Binance. I have binded to exchanges. I don't know why that is possible. Your coins should be visible in Binance. Adam says, I have binded to exchanges because I had capital on all of them, but I am fearing to trade on both this exchange because it may consume much strategy fuel. So I'm not sure what you want us to do for you, Adam. I'm not sure about that. When the coin enter floating loss, do it regain after some time? Kananura, yes. Yes, when coins go into floating loss, they will always come out. We trade on the spot market, we trade on a market that keeps moving up and down, up and down. Whatever goes up, it will definitely come down. But you're not sure whether it will come down in a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks. We don't know, but it will always come down. I mean, come up. Kakura Alex, how can I stop too much on floating loss and I don't have another capital to add into the coin? How can you stop much floating loss? Kakuru, you can reduce on the floating loss by not using bigger margin calls. You can use the bigger margin calls, you can use the smart creates, you can stop matching, but you cannot completely stop floating loss. It will be there in one way or another. It will be there, but you can reduce it. You can reduce it if you are fearful. Use the conservative method. Be conservative with your capital by increasing your margin calls. Rose says, where is the refresh button in Royal Q? The refresh button is exactly where, on the same line where you see your capital. You see the amount of capital that you have that is in the spot wallet from Binance, where it reflects in Royal Q is exactly where you'll find the refresh button. It is in form of a circle. a semicircle. It is at the end of that lane on the right-hand side. The right-hand side, same line where your money is, where your money reflects. You touch on it and it will refresh. Bullish again. Okay, if I have 250 in my account and I set 200 strategy, okay, later the market drops against me. Why that? The 200 strategy account I set and position amount USDT will increase to 230, not that 200. Bullish, I beg that you open the mic and ask your questions. William, I entered a trade with a signal and was within the time, yet it is 2 weeks and still in floating loss. Yeah, apart from the time when you enter the market, there are also other factors that can lead you to floating loss. It's not just the timing that you must enter at the right time and that's it, and you're not going to floating loss. No, there are many other factors that can lead to floating loss. But the best thing, William, is for you to equip yourself with much more knowledge by listening to those videos. The more you listen to them, you will get many other factors of how you can be able to reduce this floating loss. Once you are more knowledgeable, you will know what is really putting you into floating loss. Conservative, yes. Thank you, Leader Monica. Why my marginal call is off? Why my marginal? Okay, your margin call switch is off. Mary, it could be that the bot has taken in all your capital to the market. Once that happens, definitely the margin call will automatically switch itself off. When all your capital, when all the margin calls are bought and the money has gone to the market, the margin call switch will automatically switch itself off. I think that's the reason. But sometimes, you see, because you are always going to and from, in and out of your bot, you switch it off by yourself by mistake. So it is important to always peruse through, check as you're going out of your trade to make sure that either it is off and on or to where you want it, and to cross-check with all the other things that you have set, whether, because anything can change anytime because of your going in and out, or you could touch on one of the things by mistake, and yeah, so it is important to cross-check always. Rose says, where is the refresh button? I have answered that. Sophia, is using bigger margin call the same as increasing margin call? For example, if I had 20 margin call limits and increase 30, if I want to reduce floating loss. Okay. Sophia is asking, is using bigger margin call the same as increasing margin call? No, this is not the same. These are two different things. Using bigger margin call, I mean, for example, if on the first call you put maybe 1%, on the second you do maybe 3%, depending on the market. I don't know how the market is, or you could start with 0.5 and then you do 2.5, then 3.5. That is using bigger margin call drop. And increasing margin calls, the number of margin calls is so very different. You could use, you had 20 and now you're making 30. Those are two different things. Bosa says, I entered the coin with a capital of 106, but I am seeing on $80 $80, and there is no balance, what can be the problem? You entered the coin with a capital of 106, but I'm seeing $80. Bossa, it could be that, yes, you entered the market with $106, and maybe you are in floating loss. So you check, if you go on the trade and you check what is in negative, and you add the what is the unrealized profit or loss, you will find that the money will come to 106. Just add up what you see in the unrealized profit or loss plus the capital that you have. You will find that it sums up to 106 or close to that. Then I see a trade here from Nagari, XTZ, one cycle, preset, take profit, sell at that. How do I set this signal? When also, how do I apply selling price? Started in the signal before entering the trade. The balance is 26. I will leave this to Akline Kavanda. Let me go to Mary. He will come and help us on that. Bossa, the balance of 26, I'm not seeing. Okay, check, Bossa, please check your unrealized profit or loss. It could be the negative that you see there. It could be the negative 26 that you see there. And when you add up, you will get your total capital. Mary says, it is telling me there is no enough fund. Well, I can still see some balance unused. It is telling me there is no enough fund. Yes, it is telling you there is not enough fund. It could be the command that you have given at that time. At that time, the command that you have given the bot to buy, for example, you could be seeing your balance. You have maybe the like $30 down, but yet the time at which the bot is supposed to buy, the command is asking it to buy with $50, and yet the balance that you're seeing down is $30. It will tell you, of course, it is not enough. It depends on that level where the bot is. For example, it could have bought with 2 margin calls already, and it is going to buy with the 3rd margin call. And when it gets to the 3rd margin call, the command that you have you have given the robot is that when the bot say reaches maybe at 1% in negative, it should buy with $50, and yet the balance you have in the bot is $30. So it will tell you that you do not have sufficient funds. You need to add funds. So all you have to do is either go back and edit the command that the bot is supposed to perform at that moment to align well with the capital that you have. Let me hope that is clear to you, Mary. Kananura again, Madam, why is my money keep reducing in Binance accounts? Like I had $150 and I used $50 to trade, but even the remaining $100 is reducing. Why that causes? I think I have talked about this before. We are in, your money is, it keeps on going up and down. I think Kananura, maybe you can also take, this is a personal thing that I do all the time. Before I do anything, as I open my phone, I always go, first of all, to check how BTC is doing. Has it gone down? Has it gone up? Is it in negative or it is in positive? What is happening in the market? Once I do that, it will give me an answer to whatever I will find either in my bot or in Binance or wherever I will be going in the market. I will know that, okay, today, or as in this very time, like now, BTC is going down. And why do I have to check BTC? I check BTC because I know BTC is the mother coin. It is the coin that whatever is happening to it, 90%, it will affect all other coins. It will affect all the altcoins. So that again can explain why your money keeps going up and down slightly. Then you can go on to find other things. But just know, whenever you are trading, whenever you're trading, and maybe that very coin that you're trading has gone down, it means your money will have decreased a bit. When it has gone up, your money will have increased a bit. I believe that can explain to you why you're seeing different, the increase and decrease in your money. Waswa, can you share the screen and show the refreshing button on Royal Q? Okay. I will do that quickly. I will do that quickly. I will do that quickly. Let me hope. Let me hope. Let me hope. Do I have? I will use this recorder and this. Can someone see my screen? Okay. Here is, do you see the refresh button? This is the refresh button. Do you see the refresh button? Network, okay. Yes, yes, Rose, okay. That is done. That is done. Adam, can I set all coins in cycle at once, or it works only while setting them one by one? Can I set all coins in cycle at once, or it works only while setting them one by one? Adam, still, you will wait for client Kabanda on that question. Monica, if it doubles up, it won't. If it doubles up, it won't buy. I don't know, Leader Monica, what you were meaning. If it doubles up, it won't buy. I don't know about that. What does it mean to have a very big unrealized loss? Is there a risk? Mary, our bot does not sell in loss. So anything to do with loss in Royal Q, it will be by you. Like you go and order this bot to sell by yourself, that's when you can make a loss. But the bot was designed never to make a loss. So you're saying, what does it mean when you have too big unrealized loss? The market will always come up. Just know that you have either to be patient or to get more capital and add it and bring it when you bring the other capital, you can decide to buy more margin calls, but it is always very good to first analyze the coin and see, add capital only when you're sure that this coin is going to go up. If the coin is not, if you're not sure if the coin is going to go up, so it is better for you to leave that coin and go ahead and trade a new coin that is doing well in the markets. Let me hope that is clear. Can I see some feedback in the chat? Are you being answered well? Are your questions being answered? Are they clear? You can even you can even open your mic and let me know. Otherwise, I will go to Waswa. Waswa says, can you share the screen and show the refreshing button? I have done that. I have done that. I have answered that. What does it mean to have a very big, I have answered what? Network is bad to speak, okay. What is the difference between meme coins and altcoins? I will leave the meme coins and altcoins to Leader Kabanda. But what I know about meme coins, they are coins which are like for, well, I will not give the altcoins, those are all other coins. All other coins apart from Bitcoin. Meme coins, I can give an example of meme coin. Maybe like Doge. Doge is a meme coin. You can also find out that from ChatGPT. Bossa William, and how do you know that is a meme coin? Okay, those coin things, I'll leave them to Kabanda. Thank you, I got the points. You're welcome. All answered, very clear. Thanks, leaders. Okay, thank you. I think we have answered most of the questions. We have answered most of your questions. Bossa, thank you. We can see your response. Unless there is any other communication, Leader Julius, if you're on the call, it looks like we have exhausted all the questions. Please don't forget. Please don't forget the new members. We have trainings every single day, 7:30 for the technical class, 10:30 for how to set a strategy. And later in the evening, there is also another Zoom, and sometimes these days, Leader Julius is training at around 2 p.m. So please make use of those trainings, because every time we come to the Zoom, we learn something new. You may not listen to all the 1,000 words that are spoken, but that one single word that comes to you that you grab from the Zoom call can help take you for a month, 2 months, even a year, or it could even be your breakthrough, because we may not need all this information that is shared. But in this trading, you may grab 1 or 2 things that can help you to trade, and you are good to go, because all we need from here is to profit, improve our lives, and help us to achieve our dreams. Otherwise, thank you so much. Over to you, Leader Julius.
Okay, I've seen some questions that I have said are mine. Number one, I saw a question about altar coins and meme coins. Meme coins are coins for fun. People develop them for excitement and fun. They don't have any reason why they are developed. But some later come up with a new tokenomics, or tokenomics just means the ecosystem or the economics of that particular coin. So how we discover meme coins? Go to CoinMarketCap, you'll see a category of memes, and you'll see a list of them. Just let me go there, show you. If someone is new to trading, I never advise them to trade meme coins because they are highly volatile. So when you come to coin market cap here and you scroll through, you'll see categories. And when you see categories, you see memes. So these are different categories. The hypotheticated crypto, these are cryptocurrencies that are backed one-to-one with that certain cryptocurrency. The Binance Alpha, these are cryptocurrencies that are seated on the Binance wallet before they come in the market. Meme coins, these are coins for enjoyment, fun. People trade them for fun. And so in each category, they'll give you the new meme. So the new meme on meme coins is BNBXBT. It's the new meme. Okay, so each category, they always give you one that is topping up the list, is gaining more money. So there will be different categories. I am not a person who trades everything because you cannot finish cryptocurrencies off the market. So they will give you different categories. So they are categorized according to what they do, what they solve, where do they focus in the crypto market space. Basically, which problem do they solve? Okay. I hope that I have answered. So you can visit CoinMarketCap. You can visit CoinMarketCap for that. So you come on CoinMarketCap, you can tap on categories, and you can go through different categories, basically in your free time. Then I have a question here saying, I would like to shed some light on this coin or a mantra. I have my money keeps going down. I add is still going down. Is there any hope on mantra? When a cryptocurrency gets some challenges, it takes it time to recover. But what you can do, come here on CoinMarketCap. I have said it several times. When you are coming in crypto, don't come with borrowed money or don't come with money you need now. I believe any cryptocurrency, you need it to dig deep. Come here on their white paper. If you are worried and scared, come here in their white paper and you read their white paper. You read their roadmap. Okay, so they are giving here their white paper, beginner version. They tell you that it's a groundbreaking layer one blockchain specifically for real world assets. Real world assets are things that appear in real world, but they are given a token. It offers a unique permissionless blockchain for permissioned application approach, allowing traditional financial assets to be brought on chain while maintaining regulatory compliance. So basically, it's a good coin. If your role is now, then this coin is not for you. So they have their roadmap. So come and read through their roadmap. What is their goal? What is their benefit? What is their team? They are very open. Me, I have mantra. It is down because the coin has issues around it. Okay. It has issues around it. It got some issues around it, and they are trying to recover. Okay. They are trying to recover. They are finding methods of recovery. But they have a viable team. They have a viable community. It is just a matter of time. So if you were now person, I would advise you not to add in more money, to be patient, leave the coin to recover. And right now, what you could do is basically to be patient, put your money in other coins as you trade. But the coin is down. Basically, the coin is down. It needs some time. You see, the coin is going down. Since this shit happened around its community, I just believe in the project. Okay. It has now a market cap of $319 million. Okay. But to me, I believe in the project. I have no issue with the project. By my mindset is long term. So if your mindset is short term, I request you to now shift your money to other coins as you trade. But my mindset is long term. I like the ecosystem. I like personally,
I like the ecosystem. I like their roadmap, and I love real world assets. Okay. I hope I have answered you. I don't know, but what I'll request you is that trade new coins. Okay. I have usually a policy, and I want to say it here. Do not open more margin calls. Can I repeat that statement? Do not open more margin calls on any coin you have that goes more than 25% deep. Does that make sense? Give me one in the chat if it makes sense. If you have a coin and it's on floating loss and it goes 25% deep without recovering, don't open more margin calls, because it means that there is low momentum on that coin. Don't come and keep pouring in money. Pouring in money is not a strategy. You must your opening up of a margin call should be able to allow you recover from that coin. When a coin keeps going down, opening up margin calls is not a strategy. I have said it several times that cryptocurrencies are funny. Right now, real world assets are not doing well. If we can come here and ask ChatGPT, there is a coin doing well called LPT now. Let's come to CoinMarketCap and you check out. Let's come here on CoinMarketCap. Let's look for this coin called the LPT. LPT is the ticker. So the coin is called Livapia. The coin doing well now is called Livapia. So Livapia, this is the coin. Let's find out why is this coin doing well, okay? So we check its market cap is 511 million. Okay, I want to check the news. You know, let me tell you, a coin, you see everybody is typing that LPT stunned the market with a wild vertical move from $5 to $7 in just a minute. But let's find out from nowhere. People don't know everywhere. So you need to find out. There must be a reason. Why is LPT rising? And we can now use ChatGPT to do a deep research. So I will come here, do a deep search, and I'll ask a question. Why is Livapia or LPT rising? There could be a reason. So to help why Livapia is rising, could you please confirm you met LPT, the decentralized video streaming network token? Also, are you looking for technical reasons like charts, fundamentals, partnership, sentiment? Yes. So what ChatGPT is going to do for me, now you see, this is you see they are saying it's a decentralized video streaming network token. So it works on video streaming. So it's finding out the reason why you have hit a free plan. But it's gonna give me the reason. So it's finding out the reason. Why is the coin going up? So basically, even if someone could do technical analysis, there could be some behind reasons why maybe this coin has made a partnership with a certain company, because it's a video streaming token, meaning people use it to stream live. And as they use it, they get paid. So basically, cryptocurrencies usually move in categories. That's why I told you that if you want to use indicators to trade like MACD, RSI, and KDJ, you can come here at ChatGPT, and I've given you a prompt. The prompt I gave you is very good. It helps you identify. So the first words are okay, but the rest you could add on specifically for what you are looking for. And I've given you the prompt. Margin calls being off means that your robot cannot buy more. Okay. So there could be a reason. That's why I come here as ChatGPT to help me do a thorough research, and it will give me the answer at its own right time. I don't know if I've been able to answer that. I don't know if I've been able to answer that. Which other question did you leave for me? Which other question did you leave for me? XTZ, preset price, take profit 4%, sell. How do I set this signal when the current price is different from the preset? I don't know, because maybe you know the person who gave you the signal, but me personally, I'm not familiar with the signal. But what I will say, a preset price is a price lower than the current price. Okay, so if the current price is higher than the preset, then it means the person is waiting for the coin to go down. But if you are good at trading, when they send you a signal like this, you can cross-check. You can usually cross-check. If you don't know how to cross-check, you can come here. Let me pick a simple search. And I say, can you analyze for me? This is for people who don't know how to trade. The coin is called what? Let me share my screen. If you don't know how to analyze markets, you can use ChatGPT to analyze markets for you. Can you analyze for me technically? The coin was XTZ, something like that. I don't know if that was the coin. So it's going to go to trading view and all these other websites, and it's going to, I need a graph. Okay, it's going to go on trading view, on coin market cap, and it's going to do technical analysis for you. I don't know, I may not go into this, but it will help you. You can use the same prompt I shared with you, but what ChatGPT will do, it will do coin, it will go different websites, and it will do the technical analysis for you. Okay, and it will give you different charts of what is happening, what is expected. And if you know how to trade, it will be very easy for you to interpret what the person has given to you. Does that make sense? That's why it is important for you to attend trainings, because now if you don't know what is here, even if ChatGPT does it for you, you may not understand. Does that make sense? Because you see the down channel, resistance, support, breakout, 200 moving average, RSI, MACD. Even if they give this to you, even if someone does this for you, if you don't attend those morning lessons, it is very hard. But if you do, even if someone sends this to you, okay, it is very easy for you to look and interpret. Does that make sense? That's why the 7:30 Zoom is very important. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know in the chat. So any signal, I can use ChatGPT to give me an interpretation of what is happening, even in different time frames. But I must be personally familiar with technical analysis. Because if I'm not familiar with technical analysis and I ask technical analysis, even when I'm answered, I will not understand what they mean. Okay, so you also need to be familiar with the information. And how do you get familiar? You attend the Zoom. I see no more questions unless there is a hand. Unless there is a hand, anybody with a hand. So If no, I want to thank Leader Jerina for the amazing sharing with us this morning. Thank you so much. See you guys on the next call. Have a good day.